for today's sew along. I'm super excited to share with all of you. It's been a very busy few weeks here on the farm, but we're gonna have fun today doing a very simple free pattern. We're going to be making a dog bone neck pillow. I found the pattern on Pinterest. I personally have loved making home decor, specifically pillows, and I love this fabric from my little Shindig this month. That was a part of the April Freaking Fabulous Fabric Club. So I wanted to use this in a fun way, especially because it was for Mental Health Awareness Month. And so it has here like love yourself. This fabric here with the dragonflies and the flowers says be kind to your mind. And so because here at the Thunderbird Farm Handcrafted, so often one of the things I try to share with you, and pretty much the entire theme of our farm and our business here is for you to take care of yourself and to slow down, to enjoy the things, to heal through the things that you enjoy. And so I thought, what a great way to kind of share this fabric, do a fun little pillow. If you're an avid sewer, you probably have neck and back problems. Hello. So this dog bone neck pillow is going to be a great fun sew today. We do have campers arriving today, but they're not coming till later. I've been very, very busy. If you follow me over on my free Facebook group or over on my Instagram, you know that Thunderbird Farm Handcrafted Fabrics is launching. It has launched its first dynamic fabric kit, which you might get some sneak peeks here as we're doing the live today. Those are exclusive kits that are very limited runs of 2 coordinating colored hand-dyed fabrics that come with a color theory card and everything you need to be able to coordinate those fabrics with fabrics you already have in your stash or with each other. So I'm really excited. Those almost sold out this first month. They will hopefully be bi-monthly. I might try to do it monthly, but I'm going to promise bi-monthly. And then we will have limited runs of exclusive hand-dyed fabrics in the shop each month. So I was ironing some of those fabrics for the Strawberry Fields launch this Sunday. But we're going to get to making our dog bone neck pillow. So I do have the link for the pattern that I found on Pinterest in the details of this video. So if you're watching it live or you're watching on the replay and you want to join in, feel free to go to that link in the details. I also do have the link in the details for Katie over at My Little Shindig to get yourself on the Freaking Fabulous Fabric Club list for when it opens again. I love this. You get a little bit over a fat quarter. You get 6 different prints in each month. You always get a free pattern. I do have the free pattern for this one cut out. It's a journal cover. I just didn't get around to sewing it yet, but I am excited to sew that. I always learn some new techniques with the Fabric Club patterns, but it's a nice way to like add a couple fun pieces into your stash that aren't, you know, too big. You're not going to have a lot of scraps left. I also feel for those of you who are English paper piecers or quilters, this is like the perfect club each month. I learned how to do English paper piecing at So Magical Texas, and I have enjoyed it so much. You're going to see more things here probably regarding English paper piecing. I know Jess over at Ochre Roots does have some templates. She also enjoys it. And most definitely with hand-dyed fabrics, I'm telling you, the uniqueness of hand-dyed fabric is perfect for English paper piecing as well. So we're going to cut these out. The other thing that I have with this, and just because I have done other pillows. So if you watch my first ever YouTube video that I have here on my channel, it is the floor pillow pattern from Bernina. And one of the things from making so many of those, I love to interface a pillow with this bamboo. It's like a cotton fleece. And so you can kind of see it's really like softy, you know, fluffy on one side. It has like kind of a pill on the other side. So I cut 3 of these out because we're going to stitch these down to the pieces that we're cutting out of the cotton woven. Okay, so we need 3 of those. So some type of fusible fleece if you have it. This isn't fusible, that I have to sew this in, but it just makes the pillow so much nicer when you go to stuff it. And then you need 3 different prints or the same print, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to do 3 different prints since we have the Freaking Fabulous Fabric Club fabrics. So I'm going to cut these out. And it's breezy here, you guys. I have my fan on. I'm going to tilt you downward so you can see I'm here cutting. I'm cutting on my ironing board because my cutting table is filled with hand-dyed fabric right now. So we're just going to cut this on the fold. Hopefully the breeze can stay minimal so I can do this. Let me see if I have enough here. I need to make it a little bigger. Okay. Anyone else's allergies? Enjoying allergy season? I'm just going to get a clip or 2 to hold this in place while I cut it. This morning I woke up and was definitely feeling the sniffles. It was so gorgeous here this weekend. I was outside most of the weekend dyeing fabrics. Now, then you gotta iron them all. So it's definitely, it's a process. All right, so there's our first one. I'm gonna grab the next fabric. Figured I'd do these purples since there was a little bit of the purple in this one. I figured this would be the one that's kind of featured a little bit more. So going forward, if my hands look like they're a little bit colored, it's because it's from fabric dyeing. And today we're going to be sewing on my Bernina, my new domestic machine. And I haven't sewn on it a whole lot, so just stick with me today. I'm used to either an industrial or a very old-fashioned domestic. So I'm sure we'll have a few moments of me needing to recover myself here. A little bit more. I don't know why I feel intimidated by it. I think it's just because it's new. And it has a lot more bells and whistles, electronic bells and whistles, than what my old Singer had. Okay, then we have all of our pieces cut. The other thing that we're going to use is, the pattern calls for ribbon, but I thought I have this 1/2 inch webbing, so I think that's what we're going to use for the 2 little side poles. So we're going to use that today as well. I'm just gonna cut this piece. Let me see how long this piece is. So this piece is about 17 inches. I'm just gonna cut this in half. So I have one for either side. Let me get my lighter to burn that a little bit. Okay, so that's all you need for this pattern, and there's too much breeze. Or I don't have any more. Oh no. There it is. Too much breeze. But it's so nice. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces here. We have our 3 pieces of our cotton woven, and then we have our 3 pieces of our fleece lining. I am going to set this over here, see who's here. If you are here, say hello. I do have my iPad over here by the machine. I'm going to just stick you in this other. Good. Okay. This is what happens when you have tiny craft rooms, right? Okay. So, let me just see if you can see. Here's my Bernina. It's the calf edition. I got it in January. I've used it about 3 times. A very limited experience with it. So I figured at least once a month I'm going to try to do a pattern that I have to use this machine so that we can get accustomed to it, because what's the use of having it if you're not going to use it? Now, the other thing I'm going to need to do, because I did not print this pattern out, I was just looking at it on Pinterest, is I'm going to need to pull that up, because you guys know me. I can't do a pattern without looking at it. So we're going to pull that up. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Why does Pinterest look different, y'all? There we go. Oh, it's like telling me to continue in the browser. That's what's going on. Okay. All right, so we have everything all cut out. If you have stuffing, I just use the polyfill that you can get from like Joann's or, you know, wherever that sort of, you can probably order it online as well. I've ordered big boxes of it when I used to be making pillows as well. I need my clips. Okay. Here we go. All right. I am using my new machine. Oh my goodness. I'm quite nervous. Only because it's very fancy compared, even like to my Sailrite, to an industrial machine. It's very fancy compared to that. We're just gonna do straight stitches, you guys, and I need to keep telling myself that, like, we're not doing anything wild and crazy. We're just doing straight stitches. First thing we're going to do before we start piecing together, because I don't have fusible fleece that I'm using here. I have this, it's a bamboo cotton like fleece. So the first thing we're going to do is I am actually going to just stay stitch that down on all 3 of these pieces. Like I said, this just makes pillows so much nicer. And I use it on my pillows. If you watched my first YouTube video, I use it on those. It just makes them nicer. So we're going to stay stitch that down on all 3 of these. You just want to kind of clip everything that it stays for you. And the reason the time is different today is, like I said, we have campers. My son also has his spring band concert. So there's just so much going on in the spring, isn't there? All right. Now, remember how to put the foot down. Yeah, that's how we do it. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm gonna tilt this a little this way so you can see what I'm doing. But again, there's lots of fears here, you guys. And God forbid we run out of bobbin, because I'll be getting out the manual, y'all. All right, here we go. We're just gonna, it's so smooth compared to my old machine. So I'm gonna increase my stitch length. How do I do that? Oh, I don't want to zigzag it. I thought I knew how to do that. There it is. There we go. Okay. So this is going to have a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. So as long as you're doing about a 1/4 inch, if you do have to stay stitch this like I am doing, you'll be fine. You'll be within the seam allowance. But if you're using fusible fleece, you won't need to do this. And lately I've been like, oh, I really should have a neck pillow. Definitely all the sewing I do and then computer work. That neck definitely gets a workout. It does stitch very nicely. It's just there's so many things that it can do besides a straight stitch, and I think I just need to spend the time to play with it, you guys. So I'm glad you're here with me to give me my moral support. Okay, now it does cut it. Again, you guys, the fact that it cuts thread for you is wild. And am I out of bobbin? Because I don't see a bobbin there. I don't see bobbin thread there. Let's see. Oh no, there is bobbin thread there, but it's short, y'all. I guess that's okay. All right, so there's the first one. We're just gonna set that aside and do the next one. And when I use this, I'll actually put a link for this down in the comments when we're done. I buy it by a big roll from Joann's when I have a 40% off code, and it's really reasonable. And I use it in a lot of my like quilting type of stuff, home decor type of things. So, and that's what, like I said, that's what I really feel the Fabric Club from my little Shindig is really nice. If you're a bag person, I feel like it's really great for, you know, like your inside linings or your pockets, you know, little change purses and stuff too. Because the cotton woven is actually a pretty decent weight. It's not super thin cotton woven. I wouldn't necessarily use it for the exterior of a big bag, but I feel like it's a really great option if you're in between like quilting, you know, learning bag making. It's a good beginner sewist subscription. Okay, here we go. Okay, are we going? We're going. Okay. As I was, so the fabric club that I'm doing, there's 2 different weights of cotton woven in the fabric club that, well, subscription that I'm not, it's not a subscription, I need not say that. It's a kit. It's a bi-monthly kit that you order if you want it. You don't have to do a subscription. I purposely didn't do that. But the kit that I did, that's 2 hand-dyed fabrics of coordinating colored fabrics. This time, it's 2 different weights of cotton woven. One is a little bit of a thicker weight that I definitely think you could use for, you know, portions of an exterior of a bag. And the other one is more of like this weight, more of a lighter weight for like a lining. So you could totally coordinate them together. But in the future, that kit will have different types of fabrics because I want to help people that are doing all different types of sewing, you know, enjoy using it. And it's just 2 half yards with a bunch of other little goodies that are inside that kit. But then the fabric that will be in our shop, the hand-dyed fabric that will be in our shop, the new stuff that is launching this weekend, that is this weekend, it's going to be a variety of different bases, from linens to cotton canvas to cotton woven, denim, all different, because I wanted to test with the manufacturer that I'm getting the fabric from on what was going to dye really well. And some of it, like, I'm happy with all of it, but there's just some of it that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. It's going to be hard for me not to keep it for myself. And then after that, the kit will be, you know, different bases. And then I'll probably try to keep a variety of different bases for the in-stock launches. Like the, I guess you would call them limited batches that are just going to be on the shop that you can order by the half yard or yard. But I think I'm going to kind of put a poll out in my group and ask people, like, what fabrics do you really, what would you like me to, like, continually dye to have in stock? I mean, the linens turned out, there's a heavy duty linen and then there's a light linen. There's a linen cotton canvas. There's a sailcloth canvas. So some really nice ones for like exterior bags. But then there's also like a sateen. There's knits. So for people doing like headbands or scrunchies or things like that. Like, so lots of different options. Okay. So now we have that all stitched down. Let me see if I have any comments. Okay. It'll be fine. Thank you, Diana. When it cuts, the thread stays in the bobbin. No need to pull it up. Girl, I don't know these things. I don't know these things. I'm a little nervous about them. Okay. So, we're gonna, it's so new compared to what I was used to. All right. So we have one piece here and we're going to grab another piece and we're just going to put them right sides together other thing that you do want to do, which I did not do yet, is you do want to clip where this little like center notch is. I just want to put a little clip there. I'm just gonna, so that I know where the center is on those, because that is specific to where we're, I'm gonna cut this off, where we're putting that webbing that I have. Anyways, there will be every month, for people who don't get the kit, there will be a limited batch of dyed fabric in different colors. The kit colors will not be colors that I use. You have to get those kits in order to get the colors that are in the kits. But there will be every month a limited batch of hand-dyed fabrics for people who don't get the kit, or people who also got the kit but want the other fabric. And I figure what I'll do is, anybody who orders the kit, I don't plan on shipping the kit until after the launch of the limited batch that month. So I'm going to send out to everybody who gets the kit a free shipping code, so that if you want to order any of the limited batch, you can also do that, and it'll just come with your dynamic fabric kit. But it's all a learning experience, just like learning how to sew on this machine. If you didn't know, when I do these lives, if you're watching the replay or if you're first time coming here sewing with me, for my live sew-alongs, I do share a secret code word. If you go over to my free Facebook group, which the link is in the details of the live, after this live is over, I will have a post that says, hey, pop the secret code in here. And then everybody who pops the secret code in there will be entered to win this neck pillow that I am sewing today on the channel. So when we get to that part of my little storytelling here, make sure you jot down the secret code so you can go over, make sure you join the group. Okay, so we're going to start right where we have that notch that we clipped in. We're going to start our stitch there, and we need a 3/8 seam allowance. So I have to actually measure this on this one. I did get, which I don't know where they are right now, I did get some of those little like stickies to put on here so that I can, so 3/8 is right there. Okay. I did get some of those so that I can actually know where it is on this machine, but I see the little notch there. So all right, so we're just going to do a 3/8 of an inch stitch all the way to the other corner. I'm going to lessen my stitch length now though. There we go. We'll see what a 3.5 looks like, and I am going to back stitch at the beginning and the end here, which I think that's this button. Yeah, my son plays saxophone, and he actually has a solo today, so I'm excited to go to his concert. And I talked to my daughter last night. She's busy getting ready for finals, stressed out. I keep telling my daughter She's further than anyone else in her family has gone. So, you know, just do your best. Try your best. That's all you can do. Okay, Diana, I'm gonna trust you. All right, so there we have the first part. Oh, it looks so cute. So cute. All right, like I said, look how nice that looks with that extra fleece stitched in there. I'm telling you, this bamboo cotton fleece is so nice if you're doing quilting or, you know, any type of pillows. It's such a good material for it. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna pin, let's see, fold the loose top lap over to the stitching line so that you can get the right side of the fabric up. Okay, like so. Set the last fabric piece on top of that fabric sandwich with the right side facing down. Allow the edges and pin the third piece to the remaining raw edges of the other two fabric pieces. Leave a 3-inch gap so that we can turn it. Okay, so we're going to pin these like so. I'm wondering if we need to put that webbing in there though, because we're gonna stitch over that, so I would think so. So let's just clip and then we'll read the rest of our directions here. And I guess I'll leave my gap there on this one. When we're done here, if you would like, I will give you a sneak peek of the fabrics. So since this fabric is all about being kind to your mind, I'm gonna clip that so I can get the proper seam allowance there. That's kind of, I guess that's like the whole theme this month is really about taking care of yourself. And I feel like lately it's been so busy here. And I've been trying to prioritize taking care of myself as well as all the other duties that happen as mom, right? Mom and wife. Taking care of the other people. Let me just clip this so that it's, are we in there right? Yeah. Okay. And this weekend's Mother's Day, so to all the mothers and like moms, and when I say like moms, I say pretty much every woman I know is like a mother to someone. So even if you aren't a mother by giving birth, you are most likely a mother to someone, because even teachers that I had were like moms to me. So, oh, where am I at? That's stitched. This is not. Let me see how everything is here. Making sure I'm right. Okay. So, let me read the instructions a little bit more. Make sure, if you want your neck pillow to have hanging loops on either side, cut 2 pieces of ribbon, or we're using the 1/2-inch webbing. Tuck the ribbon between the fabric pieces. The raw edges of the ribbon should stick out. in a V shape on the other end, and then pin it in place. You can put 2 ribbons on the pillow or 1 on one side if you'd like, whatever you would like to do. Okay. All right, well, we're gonna stick those in there now. But I would say right now, my biggest self-care, so this is gonna be the key word, and it's not it's not anything, if you follow me, if you've been here for a while, you know it already. My biggest self-care right now has been Apollo, my dog. So keyword, secret code word, this time around is Apollo. He's such a good boy. We could not be blessed with a better dog, quite honestly. Even when he's not a good boy, he's just so perfect for our family. We love him so much. And in the little moments that since it's been so busy lately, in the little moments that I've had in order to like just relax, he's such a good guy. I don't know what we did before he was here. I really don't. So I guess we'll see how this, oh, I see. So when we go here to stitch this, where we did those clips, we're going to be able to sew straight over those, okay, to do the dog bone. All right, so just keep that in mind when you do this. All right, so yes, secret code word Apollo. So I'll post that post over in the event. Like I said, every single one of these lives does have an event made in my page on my free Facebook group, and the Facebook group link is in the details. All right. Let's stitch, do a little back stitch. 3/8 of an inch seam allowance again, you guys. And now we're coming up on the first webbing. Oh, she sews pretty nice along that. Good job. I was wondering how she was going to do. When I bought this machine, I was like, I do make bags. I primarily use my industrial for my bag making, but I would like this to be able to handle some nice quilting. So again, I do really enjoy English paper piecing after learning it at So Magical, Texas. And I keep telling my husband, I was like, I want to, especially now that I'm doing the hand-dyed fabric, I really want to do more English paper piecing. And perhaps once the laser is going, we'll make some fun patterns, some templates for it. If you like English paper piecing, let me know. I feel like it's something that, like, it's kind of getting a reinsurgence. The other thing about this machine, when I bought it, it has an automatic tension adjuster, which is so nice. So that's the other thing, like when you go over that webbing, it's readjusting how much tension I need. I'm excited to see how this little baby looks when we turn it right side out. I don't know if I have enough of stuffing. We're gonna see. We're gonna try to stuff this baby. Okay. So let's look at what it looks like. Let's turn it right side out. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I feel like I want to make with this fabric, I want to make also, like I said, my first video I ever did on my channel is my floor pillow pattern. I want to also make a floor pillow out of this fabric. How cute would these be as sets? Like a neck pillow and a floor pillow, like a yoga pillow. That would be great for a craft fair stand. Neck pillows and floor pillows. Feel people. Oh, no, look. So one thing to keep in mind. All right, so we're gonna have to turn. Let me see if the other one is. The other one looks okay, but I think I am gonna reinforce that one too. So let's turn it back, and we'll just reinforce those. Okay, I'm gonna look and see if we have any new comments. Oh, thanks, Diane. Thanks. I love it too. I'm nervous about it, y'all. That's all. I'm just making me a little nervous. So I think what I'm gonna do, since that did that, I'm gonna kind of flatten this like so. It doesn't say that on the pattern, but I'm gonna flatten this, and I'm just gonna reinforce stitch over that, and we'll do some back stitching too. And that should take care of that. All right, let's do it on the other side. Yeah, my buddy Apollo. He's such a good boy. We went to the drive-in this weekend because we just can't leave him alone. He's such a needy husky in that manner. And so it's nice when summer comes around because we can actually go to the movies together as a family because we can take him along. And he does so good. He sat the whole time, like other people had their dogs, and I saw like people had to keep walking their dogs, like to keep them happy and stuff. Apollo is just like, I'm cool, Mom. I'm gonna sit here in between you and Dad. I'll watch the movie with you. It's so funny. Just make sure you share your popcorn and your pizza with me, Mom. All right. So now you can see kind of like that we overlapped stitched so that these would be in place. I wanted to put these on either end because I feel like definitely if you're dealing with any like back neck strain, having these on there to be able to like pull or use to help do stretches is really nice. So, all right. Oh, it's so cute. And I feel like it's a really decent good size also. All right, I'm gonna go grab my stuffing. We'll tilt you guys up. Today's gonna be kind of short, y'all, but that's all right. I'm gonna take a drink. Slow down. Sometimes you have to remind yourself. Like, I feel like sometimes I put myself on Do Not Disturb. Sometimes I have to remind myself to just When was the last time you remember consciously breathing? Consciously take a break and breathe a little bit. All right, let me go grab stuffing. And like I said, I buy my stuffing. Sometimes I'll buy it at Joann's, like when it's on sale. Sometimes I order it off of Amazon in like the really big. If I'm making a bunch of pillows, like I used to make a bunch around the holidays, I might actually do that again. Then I buy like the really big, oh my God, size of stuffing. So let's stuff this puppy a little bit. And then if I can find a hand sewing needle, we'll whip stitch this closed. If not, we're just gonna sew it with the Bernina closed, because I might not have a hand sewing needle up here. It might be down on the couch where I was doing my English paper piecing. What I like about the English paper piecing, and now that I'm doing the hand-dyed fabrics, and it was literally something while I was doing the project that I got from Texas, I was like, oh my gosh, the fussy cutting of English paper piecing will be so pretty with hand-dyed fabrics, because you can find things, just like you can find things in the clouds. I see things in the hand-dyed fabric, like this morning, the one, I think it was a linen. It looks like purple irises. Like, I didn't even plan that. So I feel like there's a lot of fun things you can do with it. So I'm just stuffing this. It shouldn't take a whole lot of stuffing at all, but it depends how firm you want it to be. If you have an embroidery machine, this would be a really great little project to do. Like one side, you could put an embroidery. My aunt actually, she actually made me and my kids little neck pillows when my grandmother passed away. My Nana used to sing, I don't know if you guys ever heard the song, "A peanut sat on a railroad track, his heart was all aflutter. Round the bend came the 947, toot toot peanut butter." My grandmother used to like hold my kids and, you know, bounce them on her knee and sing that song to them. And so she made neck pillows for them that the one side has that embroidered on the one side, and then the rest of it is like peanut fabric. They're so cute. I don't know if mine's over. I don't think mine's over in the room. I know my daughter has hers at school. So let's see, maybe this will be enough. Oh, probably need a little bit more. So cute. Look at this, you guys. Look how cute this is. Okay, so now's the hard part. I'm gonna tilt you guys down. Yeah, it's such a good size. I feel like it's so cute. All right, you can't see my lap here. Let me tilt you down a little bit further. So I'm definitely not gonna be able to sew this on my machine because it would require it to like really get underneath. But what I'm gonna do, because I think my sewing needles are downstairs, I'm just gonna clip this closed here And then tonight I'll whip stitch this closed. And maybe I'll take a video of me doing that. Oh, it's not going to close because I have this thing pretty stuffed. But what I would do is I would just clip this and then whip stitch this closed. So let me see if I can get enough of pull in here to kind of just keep it closed so you guys can actually see it, and it's what it would look like. Yeah, like look at it, it's so cute. So that's our neck pillow. So cute. I hope you do this pattern because that was such a fun quick sew. Seriously. And perfect gift for someone. So, all right. Let me see what y'all are saying. Have you purchased the Claire templates for fussy cutting? Tuller offers them, and Jaybird Quilts have larger ones. So I haven't purchased any templates for fussy cutting. I actually have for my Shambori, I have templates that are like, I have like a bunch of different shapes that have, I think there's 4 different sizes with it. And I usually only ever use like the medium or the large size for hand dyeing. So the smaller ones, I thought I could probably use those for fussy cutting. But I plan on probably doing some with the laser. I want to play around with doing some pattern making and seeing what works. But I've thought about buying the ones from Ochre Roots. The other thing this is what I also would like to do is whatever templates I use, I want to make sure that the little fabric pieces that, not the little fabric, the little paper pieces, that I can get those or get a download to cut that on my Cricut, just because those are really nice to have the little fabric piece there while you're trying to do it. So, and not necessarily having to cut them all out just with the template. Like that's the one thing I feel like no matter where you get them from, you probably should have the paper parts too. But enjoy this. I feel like, see, it's like it is a very good size. Like, look at that. That would be perfect. Definitely, like, even like in the car, like traveling. My daughter got a job scuba diving in New Hampshire this summer. So that's like a 7-hour drive. Camping. This is really, I'm going to make more of these, I think. Really, really nice. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day. There might be a sneak peek there. Just saying. And I hope that you'll make this. If you make this, please share it over on our free Facebook group if you make one of these pillows. Again, the free pattern is in the details of the video here. I'd love to see the ones you make. I feel like if you have any extra Freaking Fabulous Fabric Club, which I have extra, these would be perfect to make with the extra you have left of that. And, you know, great as gifts or even swap exchanges. So feel free to share with me over on Instagram, Facebook, what you make. And remember, crafting is the healing part. It is the time that many times I remember, when was the last time, Jenna, that you remembered to pay attention to your breath, and that you breathe. Even though it's an involuntary thing, it's also a voluntary thing. Like, remember to slow down, take care of yourself in amongst the busy of spring. Most of us are so busy this time of year. You don't have to be a mom of young kids and be running to all the games and matches and all of that. You can be a mom of older kids. You could be a pup mom. You can be solo entrepreneur, whatever. For some reason, this time of year feels like you're nonstop. And that's okay. It's good to be busy. It's good to be busy. I feel like many times, like sometimes, like some of the self-care stuff I see is kind of making you feel bad for being busy, and that's not the fact. It's take time to just remember to feel your breath, notice you're living, and don't just rush through all of it. And if you're in a busy season as a parent, like I feel like I'm going into again, my son will be a senior in high school, and it's such a busy season. If you have a child who's graduating this year, whether it be college or high school, like it goes so fast. I can't believe that we're now doing that with my son. Enjoy the moments. Take a second, breathe. So have a beautiful day. Thank you all for joining me live, or watching this on the replay. And if you do watch this on the replay and you're not part of my free Facebook group, please come join that community over there. Our main focus there is creativity and self-care. So it's not just sewing. It's not just, dyeing fabrics. It's not just about self-care. It's kind of a community that talks about all of that. But you're very welcome to share anything you make there, anything you're doing there. I just really want to build a sewing community that is also reminding you to take care of yourself, enjoy your craft. So thank you all. Have a beautiful Monday, and I'll talk to you real soon. Make sure you go put that secret code over there so you can be entered for the pillow.